Welcome back, everyone. You know, retirement, I think, is a lot of things that people look forward to. Let me tell you, me and my husband, I know, are looking forward to it. But once you've been working your whole life, sometimes that transition of free time is a little difficult. So what do you do with that time? What can you learn from retirement? Joining us this morning are two people who are sharing some tips with us because they've faced that very issue. We have David and Carol Porter joining us. Thanks for being here, guys. And you guys have created a website called theroaringboomers.com.
The Roaming Boomers.
The roaming. I thought it was the roaring. I have a misspelling here. The Roaming Boomers. What is this all about?
Well, this is a travel and adventure website that we created. It's designed to, it's a luxury travel website, target audience being primarily baby boomers, but it's applicable for everybody. And we go out and roam the world and go to operas and hike trails and fabulous resorts and go out and explore the world and share our adventures with others so that they can follow along behind.
What a great resource. Yeah. When you guys went into retirement several years ago in 2006, what were some of the things that you learned from once you were in retirement?
Okay, well, I'm going to let Dave take that because he learned more than I did.
And he passed on and shared it with you, right? The lessons learned.
The biggest lesson learned was not to think beyond retirement. You know, our culture has us spend a lot of time thinking about planning for retirement financially. And we decided many years ago that we wanted to retire when I hit age 50, and we pulled that off. But what I didn't think of is what I was going to do after that. And we were in a very fast-paced, charging hard business for a lot of years, and I put myself out to pasture at 50 years old, and that was very tough internally to go through. We moved across the country, didn't know a soul, so we found ourselves in a strange land and nothing to do. We did a lot of travel and had a lot of fun doing that, but internally it really wreaked havoc on me.
Sort of what a lot of people say, almost like the empty nest syndrome, but the retirement syndrome, it's a whole different world.
Absolutely. You know, Tess, one thing that I learned was you got to reinvention is the name of the game in retirement. I mean, you got to tap into your passion, and our passion was travel, so that's why we created our online travel magazine, theroamingboomers.com.
And then there are also misconceptions about retirement, as you were saying, right?
Well, there are, because again, people don't really think about what they're going to do, and for example, one of the things I think that we've learned that you have to do is reinvent yourself, as she said, but then you can do other things like give back. Maybe you could be more involved in volunteerism, for example. We're far more involved in our church now because we have the time to do that. And we're looking at getting involved with some local charities that we're getting to know. And so it gives us free time to do things like that instead of being forced to be out in the daily 40 to 60-hour grind in a job.
And I imagine it's much more rewarding to do something that involves volunteering, right?
Absolutely. The more you give, the more you get back. In fact, usually tenfold more than you give.
Very good. Now, people say, you know, folks who are in the age of retirement, the baby boomers, social media is just a whole nother world to them, but you guys say use that to your advantage.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, you know, social media has kind of democratized the whole big media thing. And remember, years ago, there were primarily 3 stations, right? And then independent stations come along and cable stations, so we have travel channels and cartoon.
Now we just have a plethora of choices.
Yeah, and now in the social media, everybody can have a media channel, essentially. In Facebook, for example, boomers are coming into Facebook in droves, 100% increase last year in boomers in Facebook. So it allows anyone the opportunity to create their own little media portal and can go anywhere from there.
Which, again, is what you guys have done with the roamingboomers.com and really made that to your advantage. Well, I'm looking forward to taking a closer look at this and I guess dreaming about my retirement one day, which is still far ahead. But we'll post more information on the website and also your magazine on azfamily.com so that we can learn more information about it.
Everybody should go to theroamingboomers.com, watch our videos, our slideshows, and dream about where you're going to travel to.
Come along with us.
Thank you so much.